cool little 60 piece. That's only the neck though.
Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using nigga songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Let some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let them rock you to sleep, true colors better believe them. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a ruler. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth of Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wooty-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back, we ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God, nigga.
That woo-woo, something. I know the police listening, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that woo-woo, something. Nigga cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
Wack was on a thing with Snoopy Badass, and when showing his like wallet, there was something that appeared to look similar to what people believe is a police badge. I'll just play the clip here. You guys tell me. Let me mute.
I told him that though.
Okay, and it's like right here, they're saying this right here. Let me put it right here. They say this looks like a police badge. Come on, people. Come on. That's not a badge. I can't believe y'all playing with the big pa rule like that. That is not a badge. I know it might look similar to a badge. I know.
All right, man. What's the deal, y'all? Apparently, DJ Akademiks needs to get his eyes checked, but that's a badge. With that all being said, no. Look, I don't know what Akademiks is talking about. That right there, that's a badge. This little thing. Hold on, let me show y'all this real quick because I'm not sure what DJ Akademiks is talking about. But that right there, that's a badge. 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 All arrows and roads and all signs point to a badge. That is a badge. A-B-A-D-G-E. He is a police officer. You feel me? That's a badge. That's a badge. If y'all don't know, like I know, I'm going to keep it 100. That nigga Wack, 12. Straight up. That all being said, though, what's the deal, y'all? We're Trap Tapping in 10 in Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking the same, here at 10 in Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge, though. You ain't finna get nobody's college, though. Tap in with the tap in. Make sure you are, in fact, tapped in with that good tap in. Hit that notification bell. He'll also tap in for the latest and the greatest. Everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use. It's that knowledge, though. You ain't finna get nobody's college, though. Tap in with that tap in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. DJ Akademiks saying it's not a badge. If it's not a badge in academics, what is it? Let's get into it. Let's go.
Might look similar to a badge, but it's probably a PBA card. It could be something from,
It's definitely not a PBA card, but let's see exactly what a PBA card is. Let's get into this real quick. Hold on. Let's see something real quick. Trap GPT, are you there?
Hey, yep. I'm right here and ready to help out with whatever you need.
WACK100, who's a known federal informant, just accidentally showed his badge on TV or live stream, and now his friend is trying to say it's a PBA badge, despite the fact that WACK100 already made it abundantly clear that he didn't even know what a PBA badge was or a PBA card. Can you please explain to me what a PBA card is in an elementary term so I know exactly what it is?
Absolutely. A PBA card is basically a little card that members of a police union or association give out to their friends or family. It's kind of like a courtesy card that shows you know someone in the police force. Sometimes, if you get pulled over, the officer might see the card and know you have a connection to another officer, and they might be a bit more understanding. It's not an.
Will they ever give you a metal badge, or would it be more like a business card?
They usually don't give out a metal badge. It's typically just a card, like the size of a business card. It's meant to be kept in your wallet rather than worn or displayed. So it's a lot.
So if somebody has a badge, is it safe to say that it's not the same as a PBA card?
Exactly. If someone has a badge, that's definitely not the same as having a PBA card. A badge is an official symbol for law enforcement or security, while a PBA card is more like a friendly gesture from someone in the police community.
So you know how police officers carry badge in their wallet so it flips down and you can see it?
Right. Exactly. Police officers.
Would a PBA card ever be held in that same form or fashion?
Nope. A PBA card wouldn't usually be held in that kind of badge holder. It's more like a regular card you'd keep in a wallet slot, not something that flips down and looks official like a police badge.
So if WACK100 is saying that he has the badge, that's who we're talking about, is WACK100. If he's saying that he has no idea what a PBA card is, and he has no idea what that is, but his friend trying to defend him, DJ Akademiks, is saying that it's a PBA card, is it safe to say that DJ Akademiks is lying to try to protect the validity of his friend's street credibility, and WACK100 has been caught as an informant by showing his badge accidentally?
It definitely sounds like there's a mix-up. If WACK100 is saying he doesn't know what a PBA card is, and DJ Akademiks is trying to cover for him by calling it that, it could definitely look like he's trying to protect WACK100's reputation. It's understandable why people might think he's been caught off guard by showing that badge.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
And there y'all have it. Let's keep going.
No, maybe he's, there's certain type of emblems that look like that. That could be, he's in some type of Masonic lodge or something like that. But WACK is not the police. Big man, that is not a badge. That's not a badge. Does that look like a badge to y'all?
Hell yeah.
Chat, does this look like a badge to y'all?
Wacko that told him that though.
Nah, that's not a badge.
Now, I'm not even going to get mad at DJ Akademiks because he's trolling. He knows it's the badge, but he has to stretch out the content. This is the way he's going to go about it because it's only going to be a matter of time before DJ Akademiks is now clowning WACK and making fun of him for having his badge.
Listen, unless you can provide me the badge number, it's not a badge. It's not a badge. Also, it's not a badge. Somebody says it's an air tag. Yeah, it's like the new air tag type of joint. That is not a badge, chat. I will not let y'all talk about my good friend WACK100 like that. That is not a badge. And to keep it real, I don't know where this idea that WACK is the police came from. It feels like y'all only think WACK is the police because he's educated. He is an educated guy who comes from the street.
That's right, Akademiks. Move that goalpost.
Yeah, it might be like one of those Masonic things, like, it might be like a membership card. Anybody knows what a PBA card is? Like, there's obviously...
A PBA card is a card. That's a badge, big dog. Two totally different things.
Did it look like a card? Nah, that ain't no goddamn badge. And if it is a badge, it's not a police badge. It's not a police badge. Who knows? WACK might be a firefighter or something. Nigga, who knows, man? All I know is not no police
That nigga ain't no firefighter.
badge, man. That ain't no damn police badge. You never know. It might be like, the security. If it's anything, it's a security badge. WACK, even though he's never really worked security, people look at
Security guard is wild.
WACK as a protector. It's probably security. Whatever it is, it's not a police badge. Jermaine said, you got to stop the cat, brother. That's a badge. That's not a badge, bro. That's not a badge. Somebody says a passport. It might be a passport. Might be a passport.
You ain't never seen a passport that looked like that. Never, not one.
Or it might be like one of them things that you could swipe to get in your building or something.
I've never one time seen a passport that looks like that. Never.
That's not a badge. No. That's not a badge. These days, thank you. I agree with you. It says WACK's the biggest pyro, not the biggest cop. Exactly. Yeah, I don't think this is a badge, people. And I think we specialize in knowing police activity.
Made you think it was Wacko that told him that, though?
I think a badge would be a little bit more bulkier. Look, it's not bulky. A badge would be a little bit more bulky, you know?
Because his statement in the motherfucking his statement.
And it might be a CCW as well. Like I don't know how the CCW looks in California.
How will Wack have a CCW when he's an admitted felon and an admitted gang leader?
But a CCW is a concealed carry permit. It might look that way. It might be gold. It might be, bruv, it's not a badge.
A CCW is not a badge. A CCW will be a piece of paper.
Not a badge. It's not a badge. It's not a badge. The unfazed one, it's not a badge. GNAC, it's not a badge, GNAC. It's not a badge. That's not a badge. Simone, it's not a badge, Simone. It's not a badge. I would call it right now, it's 9 o'clock. If Wack is up at 6 o'clock on the West Coast, well, I always say, somehow Wack never sleeps. I've never called Wack and he's like, I'm sleeping, ever. Somebody said, why do I think Stevie J ain't been to court for Diddy? I was actually surprised. I thought that maybe we would have seen a little bit more like some people who weren't there would show up for the verdict, but I think a lot of people are keeping afar. That's kind of interesting. Jamar Porter, think of it at 10. It says, yo, bro, can I get a shout out from my page? Slob DG 2126. I break down a lot of shows on the supernatural side, like Marvel, DC type shit, but in a way that the gang could understand. So y'all go check out my man Jamar Porter. He does some breakdown on Marvel, DC stuff. Slob BDG 2126. AZ says, has DDG seen pictures of the game fingering India Love and making her smell her finger? He ain't do that. That ain't happen. That ain't happen. Stop playing. Leave DDG ball alone, man. Leave DDG ball alone. Chat, we don't care if it's a refurbished ball. That's his ball. It's a premium ball now. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Uriah Allen. She says, cousin, LOL. Also, watch you every day with my husband. Wouldn't know anything about the case if it weren't you. Wait, are you really my cousin? My last name's Allen. Wouldn't know anything about the case if it weren't for you. Your endurance is unmatched, but rest is good. Chat, I'm gonna try to enjoy a little vacation. Won't be too long, and I'm gonna still try to stream on vacation. But still, we've practiced years for, Lauren Conley told me, she was like, yo, how do you stream for like 3-4 hours? And I was like, yeah, we usually do like 6. Yeah, but it's acquired skill. You got to learn how to endure. It's all good. Today we're probably gonna pull like a 13-hour because we're probably gonna do 8 hours here, and then we're gonna go do a recap with the same gang for another like 4 hours. So we'll be pushing it today.
All right, man. So I'm assuming that's the end of that, man. Hey, maybe he's a firefighter. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free Avenue Angel tweets free. We go.